just mentioned by Tom, the Institute for in what I would like to call the great unknown, and a great desire to fill in the remaining blank spots on the world map. Assisted by technological progress, scholars and scientists and artists from all over the world flocked yet again to faraway places, including, of course, to Southeast Asia. And they were driven by curiosity about the origin and development of human society, from the lavishly furnished tombs, for example, of the Egyptian pharaohs, to the everyday circumstances of ordinary people, their appearance, culture, food, and clothing. To stay a bit closer to home, with which I mean Indonesia, from the impressive terraces of Borobudur to the tribal Borneo of the 1920s. Wolfgang Leupold was a geologist charged by the then government to prospect for oil. But as his memories from Borneo show, he took his life in Indonesia much further than oil rigs. Campus. Leupold was in Borneo, Kalimantan, at a time when RED+, illegal logging, the devastation of peatlands were simply unknown. Or at least the risk to forests and all its creatures was largely unrecognized. 100 years later, Leupold's images deserve to be sampled and enjoyed in their own right, as witness of a wondrous way of life.
Dear Chair, dear Ton van Zeeland, Director of Erasmus Huis, dear Dr. Pindi Setiawan, Head of Art and Design Library and Lecturer at the Bandung Institute of Technology, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the opening of the exhibition Memories from Borneo. I would like first of all to thank you and your team for hosting this event. Instituut van Taal, Land en Volkenkunde. The photographs from Wolfgang Leupold and Baron von Plessens' film The Headhunters from Borneo highlights the interconnectedness between Swiss, Dutch and Indonesian history. This connection is especially visible in Wolfgang Leupold's biography and his photographs. In 1921, the Swiss Wolfgang Leupold was appointed as geologist in the mining services of the Dutch East Indies administration and traveled to Indonesia, where he was to spend 6 years in northeast Borneo with his wife Erika and son Urs, who was born there. Very valuable leftovers of his stay remained in family shelves until very recently, when the descendants of Wolfgang and Erika Leupold decided to make them accessible for research and the public by a donation to the Ethnographic Museum of Zurich University. Besides a collection of Indonesian artifacts, the museum was also given other materials like audio tapes and written memoirs of the years in the Dutch East Indies, as well as about 200 photographs, the latter as glass plates and as prints with annotations by Leupold. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I wish that you will enjoy this exhibition and the opportunity it offers to get an insight into the fascinating history of Borneo and its inhabitants in the 1930s. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Your Excellency Dr. Heinz Wouter Nederkoren, dear ladies and gentlemen, KITLV is happy to contribute a number of historical photographs from its collections to this exhibition. KITLV's collections on Indonesia are world famous and have been consistently acquired and maintained over the last 163 years. Established in 1851, KITLV stands for Koninklijk Instituut voor Taal, Land en Volkenkunde. Due to technological developments, in particular digitization, borders in the library environment are increasingly becoming blurred. Our photograph collection is a nice example, since the whole collection of 180,000 images is put online and can be consulted freely from Jakarta, Leiden, Lucerne, Nairobi or Antarctica, provided you have an internet connection. Recently there have been some important institutional developments in the Netherlands that have also affected the KITLV. I will not go into details, but the general outcome can be very stimulating for scholarship on Indonesia. In short, in Leiden will be built an Asian library consisting of the collections of KITLV, Leiden University Library and the Tropical Institutes Library from Amsterdam.
Roger, for your interesting remarks. I would now like to invite both ambassadors to open the exhibition by hitting the gong.